All right, so it's me, Dan Horgan, with
Me, Ryan Rooney.
we're here doing standard games from the 21st of December on Friday night. This is round one, and it's Aric Frumkin versus Chris Zeglen. Aric's on Jeskai control, and Chris is on green black midrange. You want to tell me what you know about these decks?
I personally think the green black mid range deck might be a little bit stronger, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think Jeskai control is more of I would call it more of a midrange deck.
Yeah.
It's got this control element to it, but it plays a bunch of creatures now.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of just a mid-range versus mid-range match in a sense.
Right. Is Jeskai control still running like mostly Teferis and like a Ral?
No, it's running Teferis. I don't know if they're running Ral. Some are, some aren't.
Okay.
But they're running some number of Drakes, whether it be Crackling Drakes or Enigma Drakes.
Okay.
And Rekindling Phoenix. Some are running Rekindling Phoenix, and they're all running Niv Mizzet now.
Okay. Yeah, I like Niv a lot actually.
Yeah.
I think he's a very good card.
He's really good, and this is pretty good for From playing a turn 2 treasure map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this is just going to get him ahead, allow him to play Niv. Oh wait, no, that's a search for Escanta.
Yeah, search.
So they're playing like 4 treasure maps in one search, I think. So
Oh, not bad.
I was surprised that was a search.
Explorers.
A Carnage Tyrant. How many lands does Chris have in hand? I know he has a Llanowar Elves.
He's keeping it, so.
So yeah, because he has Llanowar Elves, and it looks like he has another land plus I think Jade Light. So I don't see why you wouldn't keep that.
Yeah,
on
I
top.
mean, Jade Light could find you.
That's the one card that control struggles with main board, because a lot of these Jeskai decks are not playing settles in the main board anymore. Yeah, they're more just on Deafening Clarions.
Okay. That's, I guess that's fair, because Clarion, your Drakes, and your Niv can also benefit from the lifelink.
Yeah.
While surviving the damage.
Yeah. And we see a Wild Growth Walker on top. This is like the big card for this deck.
I honestly think Wild Growth Walker is probably one of the strongest cards in the deck entirely.
Oh yeah, it 100% is.
Might be one of the stronger cards in the format, because I've seen people end their life total. It looked like they were playing Commander almost.
Yeah. So he's gonna bin a Stevens or Sulfur Falls. Can't speak here.
Wipes the board with Clarion.
Yep, that seems pretty good. He has not found another land. So I'm kind of curious as to why he left the Wild Growth on top, knowing he doesn't have another land in hand. I mean, sure, he does have the Llanowar Elves. But he needs to get to this Carnage Tyrant really quickly.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I think this deck beats Jeskai right now. That's a Vraska. That's the 6 mana one, though.
Cannot cast.
That is not very good.
Oh, but that's a
Jade Light. Do we see an Ionize here? I see one in From's hand.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Oh.
Not sure why he did not ionize that though. That seemed like a key thing to ionize.
I'm not too sure. What is in his hand? It looks like he has a Revitalize in hand, maybe. I'm not.
See, I've heard people going back and forth on Revitalize being one of the better cantrips in Standard right now.
Yeah, I mean it's 2 mana, gain 3 life, draw a card.
Yeah.
It seems pretty good to me. So yeah, Chris had no attacks here because everything just came in this turn. And he binned a land, and I see a Niv. Maybe.
There's a Clarion and
so Clarion. Kill those 2, and the Llanowar Elves. That's looking like a land back there, right?
He still has a Wild Growth Walker, though. That is getting bigger. And that Fine Broker can get a Jade Light back, which is pretty good for him.
Yeah, but we do know that Frump does have the Ionize here, so... So it's going to deal 2 damage to Chris. That does say it deals to the controller.
Yeah.
That is relevant. We got a search trigger here. I can't really see what that card is. Seal Away. Yeah. So he's going to leave that on top because it's going to answer this Wild Growth Walker. And
yeah.
But he can't tap his lands like that. There's no white mana there.
Oh.
What are you doing, Frump? I hope you watch this and see that you did not tap white mana there. Learn to tap your lands.
This is a little messy.
Yes. So, did he just play another land? Chris did? Or did he have 5?
I missed that. I think he has not played a land now.
Okay. Yeah, this mic is kind of blocking my view of Chris's yard over here. So here's this, and then we flip a search, and this is typically a point where control kind of just takes over, especially because Chris has no board. So we see I think it's a Clarion and a Negate in hand?
Ionize.
It was an Ionize? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the Carnage Tire and the Vraska. Oh, he played the
yeah, because it can be countered, so... So what do you see from Frump here? Land, whiff. Whiff. Complete whiff. That's
good one.
Really rough for Frump here.
I'm digging these foil forwards.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so we see a Teferi here. Probably going to tick up because, I mean, what are you going to target? We draw Chemist's Insight. I think I like this play because it buys, Chris is going to try to attack this Teferi rather than attack Frump to the face.
Yeah, because if he lets him untap the Teferi, that's just...
Right, and then here's a Vraska. It gets Negate. Yep.
Okay.
The spicy Negate main board. And yeah, so this buys Frump a turn, which is pretty good. Because 3 hits with this Carnage Tyrant, it's just, he's dead.
Yeah.
So buying him a turn is key.
What still Chemist's, Ionize, and then a new card.
Is it? No.
Double Ionize.
Okay, so he has double Ionize. I was thinking that was double Clarion, and I'm like, that's really good for Frump.
That would have been
just double Clarion.
Yeah, that would have been a very solid draw, but he's probably gonna Chemist's at the end.
I would assume so. Yes. I don't even. I think you Chemist's first. I don't think the Midnight Reaver really matters, because he can Chemist's and activate his Kanta here.
Yeah, getting some cards in his hand.
Or double Chemist's.
Are they still? Is Jeskai Control still running any amount of cleansing novas?
I'm not too sure.
Looks like he can give a Ral here. He's thinking about it.
No, he's taking the Revitalize because that's going to gain him 3 life, which I think is kind of important here.
Yeah, that's a turn pretty much.
Yeah, and so he's going to Chemist's, and he might run Cleansing Nova or
that's 2 lands.
Settle or something of that sort. I know some aren't, so that's a Expansion Explosion, which
that
doesn't seem awful. I mean, he can draw.
He's gonna need to Revitalize here, and then.
Yeah, he could also flashback or jumpstart Chemist's Insight to draw an additional card here. Yeah. Draw additional 2. 4.
That's it.
Okay, so he's probably digging for Cleansing Nova.
Yeah.
3, 4, and he just sees another Revitalize. So he has 2 Revitalizes, which gains him 6. So
that'll
not
keep
bad.
him alive for a turn.
Yeah,
but he does need a solid answer.
He does. I mean, double Clarion definitely works. He's cast 2, and I assume he's playing 4. Drew another land. I see a Ravenous Chupacabra that we know about because that was explored, or no, and a Vraska's Contempt.
Yeah.
Huh. I think you just attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
He's just got to get in there and make him spend those Revitalizes.
Yeah. because I mean that's lethal. If he doesn't spend both revitalizes, he has to spend one.
Yeah.
So he's gonna gain 3 here. Draw a card. Looks like another Chemister's Insight. And he's gonna take.
He's gonna take 10. Go down 2.
Yeah.
And then cast the second revitalize, so backed up to 5. And
what did he draw off the revitalize? I didn't catch that one.
Did he draw? He
he drew a lava coil.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a land. He's gonna activate his Canta again, it looks like. Yeah, he has to. Let's see, maybe he does play a mainboard Clarion? That might be 3. Oh, he's got a settle. That is a dancer, that's for sure. And then he's gonna lava coil the Midnight Reaper, so no triggers on that.
Yeah.
Which is good. It doesn't allow Chris to draw a card.
But he does anyway.
We'll draw an additional, I should say. Did you draw another Carnage Tyrant?
Yes, he did.
Ooh. So Frump has to find another settle now.
Yeah. Yeah, another settle or bust.
Or double Clarion, or if he plays a Cleansing Nova or something, main board.
Yeah.
I guess he could find a Drake here. Just a really big Drake.
Yeah, if he...
You know, because then he's only taking 3 from
could
trample.
Definitely play a Drake and then hold the counter spells just to...
Yeah.
Try to draw removal out. Although...
Looks like he drew a Justice Strike? Maybe? I couldn't tell if that was Justice Strike or another Clarion. I don't know what his main board list is. Because these decks have been so different. All of them. Another settle. There it is. And Chris just goes, really? Again?
Well, he cannot attack here, but...
I mean, he can.
He can, but... It's going to be a rough one.
Yeah.
I think he's best off just, playing the Jade Light.
And get the triggers. I wonder how many Carnage Tyrants Chris plays?
We've seen the 2 so far.
We've seen 2. So land goes to hand. And that's a fine finality.
So he could get a Carnage Tyrant back.
No, because they get exiled off settle. If he swings with the Carnage Tyrant, it's going to get exiled.
Yeah,
so.
I thought there was one in the yard for a second.
No, that'd be really good, though, because then Frump, I don't think, has a way to win. Or a way to not lose, I should say. He's going to leave that on top, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his best bet.
I mean, just flood the board and hope that he doesn't draw another one?
Yes.
I mean, you definitely have to attack with this Carnage Tyrant just to get the settle out of his hand. So that way the next turn you could just flood the board. Oh, he's asking why it only has 1 counter. Because he didn't see that the land went in. So he's going to Justice Strike the Jade Light. And then Chemisters at the end step. Draw 2. Is that another settle? Or is that another Revitalize?
I think that was another settle in there.
Okay.
Is that the 4th one?
No, it's an Ixalan's Binding. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a settle at the end of his hand. His last card in hand is definitely a settle.
So he has 2 settles in hand? Is that right? Or is that... I think
might
that
be the one that he
I think he has 1 and then a Revitalize.
He didn't swing with the Carnage Tyrant, so he never spent it.
Right. So you're going to see the fine finality. He's going to Ionize. So he gets to take 2 off that. Huh. This is an interesting game because Frump has drawn the answer every single turn exactly when he had to.
Yeah. The Chris is in a weird spot right now.
Yeah. He has to find a 3rd Carnage Tyrant.
Pretty much.
And I don't know if he plays one.
Oh no.
I know some are playing 4, some are playing.
Let's see.
2.
Drew another Ionized return.
Yeah, and he's got 2 expansion explosions, so
he could start just chunking them down at the end step.
So we got fine finality. He's gonna find, and we're gonna see another Ionize. Yep. Yeah. This is just eating away at Chris's life total now. Slowly but surely.
And shoot for
nothing.
An attacker, yeah.
Yeah. Just, if you could just attack with the Chupacabra. There's Teferi.
And a Teferi.
Yeah, it takes a Clarion. Huh.
See, I would have thought he would try to expansion there for some amount.
I could see that, but I think he realizes that he has no win con right now.
Yeah.
He has no way to win. And he could deck himself very quickly if he does that.
Oh yeah, he's already gone through a lot of cards off the search.
He copied it.
Yep. Okay.
He played the expansion part, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. I didn't even think about that. Definitely an answer to Carnage Tyrant.
No worries.
So he really... there is a Cleansing Nova?
Yeah.
So, this is probably going to get Vraska's Contempt. Yeah. It's going to respond.
He does have the Ionize, but...
yeah, he's going to Ionize it. Easy.
Is that that's the fourth Ionize? Yeah, that's his fourth Ionize.
Yep. Yeah, 4 Ionize, so I assume he probably doesn't have any counters left. So he draws land, plays it. So what does he have?
He's got a Settle left.
Oh, he gets to untap too, that's right. Because, that's why Teferi's really good. And it's a May ability too, so you can miss it now because it was eroded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He just passes.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Frump knows that this game is probably over for Chris, and he's just like, I'm going to tick up this Vraska, or this Teferi over and over again, and then I'm going to exile everything.
Yeah, I don't think Green-Black has much chance right now.
No.
Just playing Walker.
I don't think there is any way.
Is he going to whip again?
No, he almost looks like either a treasure map or a search.
Oh, but he chooses to not take it.
Huh. Interesting.
I guess when it's not a relevant enough card.
Yeah, leave it in your deck so you don't deck yourself. I mean, you can't really deck yourself with a Teferi because you could just -3 on itself like the rest of the game after you emblem. But it makes sense.
It does have a Ral now too. He could.
I think he's gonna wait till he gets the emblem out to play it.
That's a cast.
Attack for 1.
Oof, spicy.
Where is it going though? Is it going at face or at Teferi?
What does Teferi alt at again?
8, I believe.
8.
Yeah, it goes to face here, and Frum's just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Draw. Let's see. So yeah, now this Teferi's ready to emblem. Assuming Chris doesn't have an answer to it, and he's gonna just pass. We know he has the Settle still.
That's little Vraska in his hand now.
Yeah, that's the Golgari Queen. 4-drop. Pretty good. I lost that last week. Not attacking into it.
I do think.
So it looks like we're gonna see.
Probably.
Oh, he had to discard. Yeah. Yeah. Plus sack a land that you already tapped. Draw a card. Gain a life.
Got a land off that too.
Oh. It's gonna swing 1 at. Looks like at Teferi this time. We're gonna seal it away. Yep. And now this Teferi emblems. He can play both Teferi and Ral here after that. Emblem. Yep. Play a Teferi. Below that. Yeah, exile that. Just get rid of that. You can't have cards. I don't know. Does he play? Oh no, he doesn't play the Ral here. Okay. So we have a Teferi emblem out.
And that's the game.
Yeah, and he's just gonna concede. I would too. To be honest. unless I'm just trying to figure out like what else your deck has. But I think we saw most of Frump's deck here.
Yeah, it looked like about half of his deck was either in his hand or on the field.
Or in the graveyard, yeah.
Now they're going to sideboard. What do you think they'll bring in?
You know, I think Chris probably brings in Duresses.
Yeah,
Assuming he has them in his board. I really don't know what else they bring in. Maybe some number more of Raska's Contempts.
Yeah, that could definitely help deal with the walkers.
Right. I'm not really too sure of what else. I see Frump's bringing in what looked like three
of those loyalists.
Was it looked like war bosses, but it looked like he just put them back into
bosses.
his sideboard. So I see a binding, looked like 2 Rekilling Phoenixes, 2 Niv Mizzets, a blue and a white card that I can't see. What is Chris bringing in? Let's see.
I think he's taking that out.
Yeah. So I see what looks like 4 Duresses coming in, and he's debating on these cards. He's like, which ones do I want to take out? Which one do I want to keep in? I think I just saw Vivian Reed.
Spicy.
I don't know if that was in his main deck already, and he was debating taking it out.
Vivian would be a okay card to keep in, because if he is running like Crackling Drakes and Niv Mizzet,
right?
she could just shoot those out of the sky.
Yeah. Also, the emblem's pretty scary.
Yeah, definitely.
+2/+2 and a bunch of keywords, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was like trample and indestructible.
Yeah, I think it's like something like that. And then the +1, it allows you to go through 5 cards and get card advantage against control. Yeah, which seems pretty good.
It could help you find like a Carnage Tyrant, something like
that.
Yeah,
exactly. And I'd assume if he did have Carnage Tyrants in the board, he's bringing those in as well.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Maybe Vine Mares. I don't know, because they're hexproof.
Vine Mare is an interesting card to pick
It does die to Clarion though.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But other than that, I don't really know what Green Black brings in this matchup. I haven't played Control in a while, and I have not played Green Black before.
I definitely think some amount of Duresses will help him a lot.
Yeah, I think I saw 4 come in. Most of them have 4 in the sideboard. Just because Control's really kind of a nightmare matchup for him.
Yeah, you definitely pull key counter spells, board wipes, just whatever you really need to make their hand worse than it is.
Yeah. Looks like Chris is checking some stocks or card prices over here.
There's a flash of cards there for...
That's what he took out. I saw an expansion explosion, but I only got a quick glance at that.
And then he's bringing in Star of Extinction.
Oh, that makes sense. That 100% makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought those were Rekilling Phoenixes for some reason.
That is another way to deal with Carnage Tyrant.
Yeah, it also deals with everything else.
Yeah, literally.
It is 20 damage to like everything except for players, right?
Yeah, 20 to creatures and walkers and pop a land, which can be relevant sometimes.
Is it only your opponent or all?
Target land.
No, the 20 damage.
Oh, it's to all creatures and all walkers.
See, I mean, that's kind of nice, but it's kind of also sucks. Like you have a fairy at 7, but you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're just like, I gotta cast this 7-drop.
Yeah.
7-drop to deal with your board, and it's also gonna deal with my board. So like, you don't have to waste your removal spells, but.
Yeah, I guess it is a definite Odang button just to kind of reset.
Yeah. But the control decks definitely have been playing it a lot more. This hand looks good for Frump.
I've seen a lot more decks playing it, actually.
Yeah.
It's shot up in price, too, a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It shot up before GP Milwaukee when I was there, and they were buying them for, like, crazy amount of prices.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a maul from Chris.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good when you're on the play. I don't think... Yeah, not at all. I don't think against control you want to go on a mulligan on the play. If you're on the draw, maybe it's a little different, but on the play, it does not seem very good. You're at a definite disadvantage, and I think he boarded out Llanowar Elves.
Yeah, I think I do think I saw.
So this is like even more of a disadvantage now because you can't like go turn 1 Llanowar Elves into turn 2 land 3-drop.
I think he's got to hope for duress being in there.
Yeah, I didn't see what that card was, but he left it on top, so probably decent, I'd assume.
So he's got quite a few Chupacabras.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was like the card on top's got to be pretty good. Yeah. He wants to wait till he gets to 2 mana and then. Oh, no. Huh. I think he's waiting for him to tap out.
Yeah.
Because now he has 2, so I think now you at least fire off one of them. You have nothing else to do on this turn.
Yeah.
I think you have to fire off one. I guess not. Well, I guess I'm bad at playing. So we got this, and we're gonna just play a Chupacabra.
Shoot for no value.
Yeah, I mean it's a 2/2 for 4.
Yeah.
That's the value.
And
get Justice Striked. Gonna kill itself. And here's a Teferi. Yeah. So if that duress went off, then this isn't too much of a problem. Yeah. And there's a third one.
You might as well just go all in now.
Yeah, just fire all 3 of them off right now. Yeah. Just go. You can't have a hand anymore. And then Frump will just be like, I'll draw a card, and then I'll draw off Teferi. Yeah. Now I have more cards. I have cards again.
Yeah, that at least that turn where he could have double fired duress was probably the turn to do it.
Yeah. So he's gonna copy duress.
Oh my.
To target his hand. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a spicy play right there.
Yeah. He's just like, I get to copy it.
I love copy cards so much.
Yeah, that's really interesting because now Frump knows exactly what he's going to be looking at. He's like, here you go. You could take one of these 2 duresses or this Fine Finality. He's going to take the Fine Finality. Yeah. He doesn't. I don't think he cares about his hand much because he has the Teferi out.
Yeah,
already.
he can just rebuild with Teferi.
Yeah. I definitely think Chris should have fired off the 2 duresses earlier because then this third duress just got way better.
Let's see. He's got a settle, a binding, and a seal away, and 2 lands.
Yeah, I think so. He probably should take the binding and then fire off the second one, and then take the seal away, or the settle.
Some combination of that at the very least.
Yeah, he's gonna duress again. Take the binding. Yep.
Yeah, binding is kind of a backbreaker in certain.
Yeah, especially because like we saw Chris's hand, and it was like what was it, double Chupacabra. And
a Fine Broker.
And Fine Broker. So, like, if he played that Chupacabra and then...
Sorry, what?
Sorry. I was like, was that a shock land? It was. But if he played the Chupacabra, then that binding just screwed him. There's the 4th duress.
He's got a trophy now, though, so he should fire this duress off.
Yeah, get the duress off first, get the counterspell out of his hand. I mean, he has, 4 cards in hand? And but one of them.
He's going to go for the trophy.
Yeah, that's fine. Give Frump a land. Yeah. He's actually probably okay with that. I mean, he knows Chris's hand and knows that he doesn't have much.
Yeah.
Other than 4-drop non-real value creatures. And there's another settle. Pass, draw.
Gets a land off the top. He probably plays
4. So he should have. Yeah, there you go. Yep, he's doing it. That's exactly what I was thinking. He's gonna play the Chupacabra. It's gonna resolve. Fire off that duress. Oh.
Gets another land for turn.
Yeah, Frump's just drawing a bunch of lands.
There's a Seeker. I really do enjoy the 2-drop Explore cards.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people saying Seeker is okay. They don't run it in their decks.
Yeah.
I definitely think the combination of 2-drop Explore creatures with Wild Growth Walker is pretty key for these decks.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the nice thing is it dodges shock after it's explored.
Yeah.
Whereas Branch Walker doesn't. But Branch Walker is a 3/2, and Seeker Squire is a 1/3 or 2/3. Sorry. So what does Frump have over here? Nothing. Lands. That's a Star of Extinction. I mean, you could just do it because you feel like it. Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, he does know about the fine brokers.
Yeah, I guess
he could try to get him to use it.
I'm gonna go ahead and seal away here. Take one.
So he used that. He could wait in one more turn, try to get the Choop out. There's the. Oh, that is the fourth Duress now.
Oh, okay. Because he never cast the third one. That's right.
Yeah.
I was really confused.
Oh, there it is. Land, Star,
and
Cell.
Chris is just like, what do I take here? You have to take the Settle?
Yeah, I think he takes the...
Ooh.
He's reading.
I think I'd rather take the Settle just because I have Fine Brokers in the deck.
Yeah, I definitely think the Exile is more relevant.
You know, Fine Broker, get a Fine Broker.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good to me, but he's going to get settled. Oh, that's right. We got to get back to this game. Sorry.
Was that our commercial break there?
I guess so. It's because the game was too long. Was cut into two.
Gotcha.
So we're back here.
All right, so he took the...
And then play a Choop for nothing again.
Yeah, I think he should have took that Settle there.
Yeah. Here's Teferi. Draws Lava Coil. Just fire it off. Kill this Choop. I mean, he knows what you have in hand, so there's no reason not to. Untap those two lands, and what does Chris have in hand?
It looks
land,
like he drew land off top.
And
Pass
plus...
Wow, this is a game of lands off the top.
Yeah, lots of them. Land. land.
Alright, he drew one of his transform cards and a Niv.
Okay.
There it is.
This seems like this is where Frump wins.
Yeah.
That's now 2 mana.
Yeah.
That looks like Search for Iskanta.
Yeah.
5, 6. And here's my Niv. Answer it.
Let's see. He has... Oh no, that was a sideboard, not his hand. My bad. It looks like Chris's hand is a land and an unknown.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I realized that Chris is at 18 because of the Ionize earlier.
Right.
I totally forgot about that. So, what do we got? We got Search Flipping, and then Niv, draw card, ping you for 1.
Now he's got the Clarion.
Again, draw card, ping you for 1. And this is how this game goes. And we're just going to bash for 5. I mean, that's a good play. I mean,
Yeah.
not like you're going to run into a Settle or something. There's another Niv there, but
Yeah.
can't grab that off Search or Iskanta. Carnage Tyrant.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he needed, really.
Yeah, I mean, it does not stop Niv from flying for 5 in the air.
Yeah, but he could draw some form of removal.
I see another Clarion and Ionize. So
yeah, he takes. There was 2 Ionizes in there, so he probably takes one of them.
yeah, take the Ionize. I mean, why not?
When you're in when you're in this position, just
Yeah.
counter spells are gonna win you the game.
Yeah, especially ones that say deal 2 damage to target spell's controller.
Yeah. That's a Nezahal in his hand now too.
Okay, so that was the other blue card that came out of the board. Was
Yeah.
the Nezahal, which he opened that on Showdown the other day. The foil Nezahal.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
His pack was great.
That is pretty spicy.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just plus, right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Go to 9. Attack 4/5. So we got Chris at 4 here. So we see a Deafening Clarion for 3. He's choosing both modes. Trigger.
That's an expansion explosion.
Right, and so we see a negate, and we got trigger. So this is while the Clarion is technically, still on the stack. And then here's where Frump could have done something different. He could have just copied Clarion or negate with the expansion explosion, or just cast explosion. But instead, he casts Ionize, thinking, oh yeah, this will deal 2 damage to my opponent. But no, it deals 2 damage to the spell's controller. So, Frumkin, if you're watching this, just know that we know you messed up.
Should have just gone for the explosion kill.
Yeah, that would have been way cooler, to be honest. But yeah, so that's it. We'll see you back for round 2.